Hello everyone, welcome back to a new section. My name is Arun. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ എക്സസൈസ് 7.7 ആണ് നമ്മൾ നോക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി പോകുന്നത്. So almost all the questions in the other exercise we have I think we have almost complete all the questions and you are good to go and integrate almost all the questions. അപ്പോൾ ഇനി you just have 3 formulas left which we will be covering in this exercise, dear, because those 3 formulas as per exam point is concerned, yes, you need to know it, dear, because questions are asked based on that. So you need to know that one. And seriously, as usual, I'm telling those ones who are really practicing these questions. I'm just making these videos not just to see, dear. I want you to just take a piece of paper, just a pen, and then start doing these questions while seeing this exercise or this video, dear. So adana enikku vendathu, like not just seeing it but practice it and then see the video. If you have any confusion, then pause it, get the answer right, just see where you went wrong. Like that way only you can correct yourself. Okay, so ആർക്കാണോ ഡയലോഗ്സ് ഒക്കെ എന്തുവേണോ പറയാം അല്ലേ, പക്ഷേ നിങ്ങളല്ലേ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സോ മേക്ക് ഷുവർ ദാറ്റ് യു വർക്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഔട്ട് ഡിയർ, ബിക്കോസ് യു ഹാവ് ഹാർഡ്ലി ദിസ് 12, like this 12th is actually a milestone, dear. Okay, I'm not giving you a lecture on this one. If you feel it like, okay, I don't have any intro for this exercise, it doesn't mean that I'm just making out an intro, dear. It's just like I'm gonna give you differentiation. Yes, it is easy. Okay, on step by step on the padichenya, it is easy, dear. Integration, yes, it's just a reverse process, but you will get it if you really stick on to the things which I have told you or which your teacher have told you. Okay, no matter with whom you are studying, but understand it, that's it. Okay, and then the first and foremost I have told you, just carefully watch the question. ഏത് രീതിയിൽ നമുക്ക് അതിനെ ചെയ്യാമെന്നൊന്ന് അനലൈസ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യുക. If you know the method, then only you can do it, dear. Okay, that is the main thing. So this exercise, okay, now without much of dialogues, because you might have heard all these dialogues from a lot of people around you, so I don't want to give any advice to you, or maybe I would say like any free advice to you. Okay, but advice is good, dear. I have heard enough, and I have totally pissed off at one point of time. Stay like, oh, stop telling me what to do. Fine, it's okay, fine, no problem, dear. Just cut those things and all. But you have my Instagram account, dear. That ID, you can follow me in that. We will have a rapport, we will have a touch with those who are really now starting with 12th. I really want those guys, because I have a lot of big plans for you guys. So without much of a delay, dear, just roll on to the exercise. First the formulas, those 3 formulas what I'm talking about. Okay, then get back to our exercise, which have just 10 questions. That's it, just 10 questions. It was a big relief. Okay, it does in fact a big relief, because all the other exercises have 24 exercise questions here, which was like, it's way like, I would say like it was pretty lengthier. But this exercise is comparatively it is less, dear, and you don't need to put that much brain to understand this one. You have formulas. Our formulas engane reduce cheyyunnu ariyanam, just go ahead with it. Okay, onto the formulas, dear. So these are the 3 formulas what I am talking about here. This is somewhat like a continuation of your integration of parts. Okay, അതുവഴി തന്നെയാണ് നമുക്ക് ഈ ഫോർമുലാസ് കിട്ടുന്നത്. ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ നമ്മൾ എക്സസൈസ് we have done it and we have seen these things coming there, but as if like you don't know the formula, you didn't use it there, but I just wrote and just showed you. This is how you got that particular formula which I was talking about in the previous exercise. Fine, so how to, okay, now this exercise I will tell you, okay, one question I will just derive you how we get to this formula what I'm writing. Okay, the others automatically you just keep an, like, don't feel it like it's hard, dear, because you just produce yourself a way of understanding or keeping the formulas in your head. Okay, that is what I want to tell you. As for me, or I'm concerned, okay, about this particular thing, keeping in my mind, what I do normally used to do is that I just watch forward for these 3 things, which one is coming first. Like as you can see, this is A here, X and X. When is a coming, dear, there is a specialty that I will tell you. If it's with x minus a and x plus a, in fact it is x square plus a square and x square minus a square, dear, then it's gonna be a little different from the first one. But what is common here, I will tell you, dear. Even the formulas in the common and here I will have first as x by 2, this one 2x by 2, this one x by 2. So common okay, so you have these. Then endano the root with the root, write it over here. Okay, this one. ഇതൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരു ടെക്നിക്ക് ആയിട്ട് പഠിച്ചു വെച്ചിരുന്ന എഴുതാം കേട്ടോ. Like if in the question if something is coming like this way, dear, if you are confused, just take it onto your rough page and you can just write it over there and just analyze yourself. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, now so ആദ്യത്തേത് മനസ്സിലായല്ലോ, x by 2 x by 2 x by 2 and the same root here. Yes, and then what happens, then ഇതിന്റെ a നോക്കുക. A is the value in the, it is positive, right? Here it is negative, here it is positive. So what happens here is that if it is positive, dear, and this will be positive a square by 2. Okay, this is negative anagil minus a square by 2. This is positive anagil plus a square by 2. Fine. Until there, I don't think it is any, or there is any problem here. Okay, so you have these, and then now the changes are all over here. Now if in case this a square minus x square angle, you need to write here sine inverse x by a plus c. That is what I told you at first. When a square minus x square is coming, there is a small difference which is not same as what I am going to write here. This is a sine inverse x by a plus c. Find here. This is going to be log modulus nathu, because log will always have a positive value, right? Adonda nammal modulus edutune. X plus what is there in the bracket, man, which is x square minus a square, and this is gonna be x plus ഇവിടെ ഒന്നും ചേഞ്ച് ആവുന്നില്ല കേട്ടോ. ഈ ബ്രാക്കറ്റ് ഒക്കെ അതേ ലൈക്ക് the roots and all, and not bracket, it's in the root. Okay, and all these things are gonna be the same. It's not gonna change anywhere. എവിടെയൊക്കെ മാറുന്നുണ്ടോ ബ്രാക്കറ്റ് ഈ സ്ക്വയറിനകത്തുള്ള ടേംസ് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഇല്ല. Only the thing which you need to understand over here is that if it is a square, then this will be sine inverse x. That's the only thing, man. And you have got what here, plus another c. That's it. And this has got to be the 3 formulas what I'm talking about. With this 3 formulas, dear, we'll solve the 10 questions, man. The first one we will take it and we will just see how we got to here, right? Okay, let's see, check that. Now we integration by parts, and what we did there, I told you, like, it's just a continuation of integration by parts, dear. These are some of the special cases, okay, or special, you can say some special formulas or something like that, you can tell. But anyway, it is just just a continuation of integration by parts. This is my question, which is a square minus x square dx, dear, isn't it? Integration, suppose if I'm just keeping this one as I, dear, okay, let it be I. What I have told you in integration by parts, if such a question is coming, then you just need to have 2 functions, right? So I will take one here, then I will do it along with that, and I will take the root as first function and this one as the second function. According to our formula, formula first function a square minus x square into the second integration, which is 1 dx, minus integration of differentiation of the first. d by dx of the first is what? Root of a square minus x square, the differentiation, right? Okay, then into integration of what? Same again, 1 dx, dear. This is gonna be again, okay, closing the bracket with a dx, because for this integral, that's what I'm gonna get here. this one will be x, so I can write here x root a square minus x square. അപ്പോൾ നോക്കിയേ ഇവിടെ ഒരു x വരുന്നില്ലേ, ഇനി ഒരു 2 വന്നാൽ മതി, അതെങ്ങനെ വരും നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം കേട്ടോ. അപ്പോൾ ഇതെല്ലാം അതേപോലെ തന്നെ വന്നു. then what do you have here minus, ആ മൈനസ് അത് നോക്കണ്ട, അത് നമുക്ക് വഴിയേ നോക്കാം എങ്ങനെ അത് ചേഞ്ച് ആവുന്നുള്ളത് കേട്ടോ. yes, now differentiation of this one, root in the differentiation, now you can put a bracket because minus is for the whole thing, so just simply I'm just making it there. And first I will just differentiate this. root in the 1 by 2 root of a square minus x square into what, within the differentiation is minus 2x. okay, then into you have 1 in the x ennaanu, then you have a dx here. okay, you have only one term, fine, that's equal to x root a square minus x square minus, ഇതിപ്പോൾ നോക്കിയേ, ഇതിപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എന്തൊക്കെ ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്യാം, 2 get cancel here, this one will give me minus x square, ഞാൻ ഈ മൈനസിനെ വെളിയിൽ എടുക്കുന്നില്ല കേട്ടോ, root of a square minus x square, ഞാൻ ഇതേപോലെ ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു തന്നിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞ എക്സസൈസിൽ. okay, we have done that one. and what happened here, okay, just continue writing the first term there, x a square minus x square അതേപോലെ തന്നെയാണ്, right? then here what I need to do is that I just need to add ഒരു a square minus x square now, because I am gonna add an a square and I am gonna subtract an a square by നമ്മൾ അടുത്തേൽ നമുക്ക് സ്പ്ലിറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം, a square minus x square dx, right? that's equal to x root a square minus x square minus, okay, okay, this minus is 4, okay, this minus is outside, let it be. I'm gonna split this one, which is a square minus x square by root of a square minus x square minus, because denominator രണ്ടിനും സെയിം അല്ലേ, അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഇങ്ങനെ സ്പ്ലിറ്റ് ചെയ്തു, a square minus x square, right? okay, ഇങ്ങനെ ഞാൻ എടുത്തു. ഇനി ഇതിനെ ഞാൻ സെപ്പറേറ്റ് ആക്കുകയാണ്, x root a square minus x square, all these ones are I, okay? then you have here, I'm gonna multiply it inside, okay, and minus അകത്തോട്ട് ഇത് മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തെഴുതാം, ഇൻ്റഗ്രലിന് സ്പ്ലിറ്റ് ചെയ്തെഴുതാം കേട്ടോ, മൈനസ് this is gonna be, okay, ഞാനൊന്ന് സ്പ്ലിറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് എഴുതിയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് അതിൽ എഴുതാം, ഇതിനെന്താ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റുമോ നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം, dx, this minus into minus will become plus a square by root of a square minus x square dear. yeah, then I just told you I'm just gonna split this integral sign, so I just splitted it over here dear, and this is gonna be the same thing here. what happens is ഇതിൻ്റെ റൂട്ടിനെ തന്നെ മേളിലും താഴെ എടുത്ത് മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ താഴെ മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ the root will go, this will get cancelled, and if you just work it on carefully you will get a square minus x square dear, because നമ്മൾ ആ റൂട്ടിനെ എടുത്ത് മുകളിലും താഴെയും മൾട്ടിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഞാൻ കട്ട് ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്തിട്ട് എഴുതിയതാണ് കേട്ടോ, dx. you already know it, you are all big students now. and this one, a is actually a constant, that let's see in the next step, a square minus x square dx, fine. okay, now what is this one? this one is your I dear, I. അപ്പം ഇവിടെ മൈനസ് സൈൻ ഇപ്പുറത്തെടുത്തൂടെ, so what will happen, this will become 2i, so will become 2i, okay, 2i x root of a square minus x square, right dear? yes. and you, this one is a square, നമുക്ക് ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞു, it's a constant number dear. and what is this one, 1 by root of a square minus x square, that is sin inverse x by a. you are almost there dear, you are almost there, നമ്മൾ ഇൻ്റഗ്രേഷൻ ഒക്കെ ചെയ്ത് കിട്ടിയതാണ്. so what is I is equal to x by 2, എങ്ങനെയാ, ഈ 2 താഴെ വരുന്നു, ഇതിൻ്റെ കൂടെയും വരും, that is equal to a square minus x square plus you have a square by 2 sin inverse x by a plus c, right? yes, this is what our formula is. This is what our formula is. This is what you need to look into it. And this is the way, same way which we will take the other two formulas and derive that formula what we got there. പക്ഷേ ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ, ഞാൻ ആദ്യം എഴുതിയ പോലെ ആ ഒരു ടെക്നിക്കായിട്ട് നിങ്ങൾ പഠിച്ചു വരണം. ഫസ്റ്റ് വന്നിട്ട് ആദ്യം റൂട്ട് ഓഫ് എ സ്ക്വയർ മൈനസ് എക്സ് സ്ക്വയർ എഴുതണം. പിന്നെ റൂട്ട് ഓഫ് എ സ്ക്വയർ എക്സ് സ്ക്വയർ മൈനസ് എ സ്ക്വയർ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എക്സ് സ്ക്വയർ പ്ലസ് എ സ്ക്വയർ എഴുതുക. എക്സ് സ്ക്വയർ പ്ലസ് എ സ്ക്വയർ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എക്സ് സ്ക്വയർ മൈനസ് എ സ്ക്വയറിലാണ് നമുക്ക് ലോഗ് വരുന്നത്. എ സ്ക്വയർ റൂട്ടിനകത്താണ് കേട്ടോ ഇതെല്ലാം. റൂട്ടിനകത്തുള്ള എ സ്ക്വയർ മൈനസ് എക്സ് സ്ക്വയർ വരുമാണ് യു വിൽ ഗെറ്റ് വാട്ട്? സൈൻ ഇൻവേഴ്സ്. ഫൈൻ. Keep it in your mind. Move ahead with the exercise then. On to the first question of this exercise 7.7 here. Okay, as I have told you, 10 questions. We'll do it very quickly. So the first question here, root of 4 minus x square dx here. This is the question where this one I need to just put in such a way that it suits with the formula here. In that way, if I write it, 4 is gonna be 2 square minus x square now, and so I'm not gonna change that, just the same thing. This looks like which formula? Integration of a square minus x square dx. Orkunille, this one I have told you several things there. If a is coming over there dear, and it will be, it is not plus here, this is a square minus x square anangil. The special thing what you need to or this one is all same dear. First where the term x by 2 with the root is gonna be same in all the formula. Yeah, whatever is coming straight, just write it. And then you have here a in the sign which is plus. Okay, plus. This is a square by 2, and the special thing is over here dear, this will be sin inverse x by a plus c. This is the formula what I have. Fine. Now just apply it over here. What is this? This is a dear. This is x itself. So അങ്ങനെയാണ് നമുക്ക് ഫോർമുല അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ what I will be getting? What is the answer here then? x. നമ്മൾ x തന്നെയാണ്. x by 2 റൂട്ടിനകത്ത് അതേപോലെ തന്നെയാണ്, which is again I don't need to write it like this. I can put 4 minus x square. Yeah. Then plus a എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എന്താ? Again 2 square is 4 by 2. Yeah. Then a sin inverse x is x itself. Then you have a is 2 plus c dear. That's it. Here what else you can do is that you can cancel this one and you can write it as, yeah, that would be 2 sin inverse x by 2 plus c. That's it dear. Very easy one, right? On to the second question then. On to the second question dear. Integrate root of 1 minus 4x square dx. ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ question. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനെ നമുക്ക് ആ ഒരു രീതിയിലാക്കണ്ടേ, ആ ഒരു ഫോർമുല രീതിയിൽ. സോ ഹൗ I will convert dear. This is gonna be like 1 square. Okay, let it be there. No issues. Over here it's gonna be 2x the whole square. 2x the whole square dx dear. അപ്പോൾ എക്സിൻ്റെ കൂടെ എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു x into some numbers വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ then it's better to take it as that particular term as t. Now 2x, it's very different, like x plus 1 other different. Okay, I will just talk to you about those things while we deal with the question. So here I'm gonna take as t. ഇപ്പോൾ ആലോചിക്കാം, സർ ഇത് ഫുള്ളായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് x ആയിട്ട് എഴുതിയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ആ ഫോർമുല എഴുതി കൂടെ, അങ്ങനെ എടുത്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ റോങ് ആവും. ഓക്കെ, when you start to integrate dear, or റിയൽ ആയിട്ട് ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യൂലേ, നമ്മൾ integration by parts അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് തെറ്റും. Okay, like that way if you do it, integration by parts, then with this one if you are doing it dear, and what you are telling over here, this just simply take it as an x and put it in the answer. It doesn't work, it doesn't match. So that's why you take it as t here. So if I'm differentiating with respect to x, what I will get here is gonna be 2 dx is equal to dt, and your dx is equal to what? Dt by 2. Yeah, dt by 2. Appo in this particular form dear, we just need to rearrange this one. This will become now what? Root of 1 square. Okay, let it be that. Then this one would be t square now, because 2x is t, so this is gonna be t square. And what is your dx? Dx is now dt by 2. Fine. Yes, now this is what you need to solve it by using your formula. Now first of all your formula dear, and you need to know that formula. I think it looks very similar to the, it's not looks, it is similar to the first formula what we have used here. What was the formula? Integration of a square minus x square dx. Again and again I'm writing it so that you will put those ones in your head. That's why a square minus x square. Our formula 1 by e 1 by 2 keep it that one outside. Rest what I'm focusing and I'm writing here. This is just the formula. What is the formula? What's the formula, dear? It's gonna be x by 2 root in the a square minus x square, right? Then what do you have here? A plus a square by 2. Then it is a minus x. That's why I told you it will be sine inverse x. I'm not using square, dear. I'm just telling you that a minus x. By angle sine inverse x by a plus c. This is my formula. This is exactly my formula in which you just need to substitute and then get the answer. So here I question just on rearrange it. 1 by 2 then what do you have here is root of 1, which is okay, 1 square minus t square dt. Looks like the formula? Yes. And what I'm gonna get here, dear? 1 by 2, let it be here. And then what is the answer? Which is x by 2. What is x here? It is t by 2 root whatever is there that will come, which is gonna be 1 minus x square here. Then plus you have a is in fact 1, so it's gonna be 1 by 2, 1 square. Actually 1 square 1 square by 2. Then you got sine inverse x is now t here and a is 1 plus c. And which I can imply, which implies 1 by 2 into, if I have anything to cancel, but I will just still write it a little bit proper maybe, plus this is gonna be half sine inverse t plus c, dear. Yes. Now multiply it inside and as well as change the value of t to what? 2x. That will be your answer, dear. That's the step t square. This I'm gonna multiply it here and here. It's gonna be 1 by 4 sine inverse t plus c, dear. Which now I am gonna change my t to x, dear, which is gonna be 2x. So 2x by 4 root of 1 minus t square plus t square, which is again I can write 4x square. Okay, 4x square. Question. Then you have 1 by 4. Then sine inverse t is 2x plus c. Now a certain cancellation could be done 1 time and 2 times. So thus your final answer is gonna be what? X by 2 root of 1 minus 4x square plus 1 by 4 sine inverse 2x plus c, dear. This is gonna be my answer for my second question, right? Third question then. On to third question, dear. Integrate root x square plus 4x plus 6 dx. Lengthier question. Yes. So how we are gonna solve this? Before that, okay, you need to know that we have certain formulas in which if this is in that form, then I can easily go and write it. Fine. Okay, let it be there. Now I'm gonna take what is there inside, dear, and write it here. Is it a perfect square? Plus the whole square at it's not a perfect square. We can make it a perfect square. X square then this number is what is not suiting here. Okay, now this you can also think like this. Even if you try to split this terms, right? Splitting the middle term. Yeah, find two number which will be added together to get this and multiply will get this number here. If or getting this one, you have 2 and 2. 2 and 2 add you will get 4. Yes. Or 3 and 1 will get 4. Pashe, when you multiply those, you won't get 6, dear. You will still get 4. And how to get that 4 here, or how to know, or now this one I just logically said with the help of my splitting of middle term, dear. But normally, how do you get this number here? What should need to come here in order to make this a perfect square? What you need to do is that you take the middle number, dear. Take this one. Then you take the half of it. Half. Okay, you take the half of this number, which is the coefficient which is related to the x. You take the half, that means 1 by 2, that is gonna be 2, right? And then you square it. That you need to write it over here. Always. Okay, now from now, I don't write it separately. We will do it here itself. Fine. Now this is gonna be 4. So just add a 4. We are adding a 4. When you are adding a 4, 6 doesn't go anywhere, dear. It is there only. If you are adding a 4, you also need to subtract a 4. Fine. I'm just telling like this for those who really don't know this one, dear. If you know it, just come back, start writing it. So this one, what I can write here is, I can write these ones together. These ones together, and I can write it x plus 2 the whole square. അതിനു വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ ഇവിടെ half എടുത്ത് square ചെയ്യുന്നത്, to write it like this. Okay. Then what do you have here? 6 minus 4, which is in fact plus 2. Apom, what I will write here is root of your x square plus 2 the whole square, dear. And in order to get this one in that form, the formula, I will write here root 2 the whole square. Root 2 the whole square. Why? Because I need to get it in that form, dear, which is what is the formula? Anyway, after that you will get an idea why I wrote it so. Because the formula is gonna be, here it is x and then plus a square. Before going further, dear, as I have explained to you in the last question was like this, I think. But if it, oh, there is no 1 by 2, sorry. Okay, I will write it here. It's gonna be root of 1 minus 4x square, right? The previous question was like this. What we did here was, I just wrote it like this, 1 minus 2x the whole square dx, right, dear? And what I have told you, I need to take this one as what? T. Why? When you differentiate it, you are gonna get what? Your dt, dx is equal to dt by 2. Fine. Dx is changing to dt by 2, dear. Yes, so then you need to change it in that form, dear. Okay, okay, just remember this one. Then I will just get back to you over here after writing this formula. What this formula says, dear, what you are gonna get? Okay, there is a dx also. This would give me what? X by 2 as usual. Then your root, which is x square plus a square, right? Then you have here plus, okay, I will write it down. This is the formula, okay? This is the formula what I am writing. Then a into the sign which is plus. This is gonna be a square by 2. And you have what? This time log. Log in agathu x plus, always x plus, root x square plus a square, dear. This is what our formula is. Over here, why I wrote this question is to make you understand that some may think that, sir, this is x plus 2. Do we need to write x plus 2 as t? I would say no, I don't need to. Why? Because when you differentiate with respect to x, dear, this is gonna be same. This is gonna be same. Then why should I need to write it? Why should I need to simply change a variable? Anyway, with that particular number together, you will get the answer, man. Nothing is gonna change like this. This is gonna be dt by 2. The answer is gonna change, dear. If you are taking that 2x in a whole item, excited, if you put it in that formula, dear, it will be wrong. Fine. I hope you got the clear idea about why I said this one over here. And what should you need to do when a number is coming, adding up or subtracting with this x. Here it is multiplying with the x, dear. Here is gonna add it with x or subtract. Maybe like in the further question you will get it so. No. Now with the formula, if I write this one, what is my answer then? I can straight away, I can write it. What I'm gonna get here is Okay, this is the one. So and this is my formula. So the first one, which is x by 2 by 2, yeah. Then you have root nagathalla adepole thanne. Okay, I'll put a bracket here. Root nagathalla adepole thanne. Endana idu nammude question thanelle, which is x square plus 4x plus 6. Yeah, okay, I wrote that one. And then you have a square, dear. What is a? A is your root 2. So root 2 the whole square by you have a 2. Yeah, by you have a 2. Then you have log. Then x x plus 2. Watch very carefully and write. Okay, plus you have inside, what is there inside the root, dear? That is gonna be the same as what is given in the question, which is x square plus 4x plus 6. Man, that's it. And do you have anything to simplify? Yes, I will just simplify and write a few things here, which is x plus 2 by 2 is all gonna be the same, and root also I cannot change anything, plus 6. Yes, and then over here it's gonna be the whole square is 2, dear. 2 by 2 cancel, so I don't need to write that. Then log, this is gonna be x plus 2. I cannot add with this root, so I simply write like this, which is x square plus 4x plus 6, dear. And you see, this is gonna be my final answer for my question number 3. Right, on to 4, dear. On to 4th question, dear. Integrate root of x square plus 4x plus 1 dx. Okay, this is the question. You have certain formulas in which you need to reduce this one too. How could you do that? I have root here. Yes, and then perfect square because I cannot write this one as something whole square, dear. So it in the half. Okay, 4 in the half is what? 2. That in the whole square konde add cheyanam, subtract cheyanam. That is the one. Okay, middle term in the half, that kitty in the square, that is plus and minus cheyanam. What I'm gonna do? Plus 4, then you have 1 there, then minus 4, dear. Why minus 4? With a plus 4 chedikunundu. Then dx. Yeah, and now this one I can write it as what? This whole thing I could be able to write it as, or if you want to just understand a little more, or just get an idea, if you didn't get the other question, dear, you can get a clear idea here. This I can write it as 2 square, and this will be, this is gonna be minus, here it will be 1 minus 4 is minus 3 dx. Okay, now don't you think that this looks like, and previous question explain there, if you cannot understand it, you will get a better understanding here. This is gonna be a square, then 2ab, dear, and this is gonna be b square. Okay, this is the same form. So what I can write here, this could be written as, this whole thing is gonna be x plus 2 the whole square minus this one, according to the formula, if I want it, I will put a root 3, okay, root 3 the whole square dx, dear. And this looks very different, very similar to our formula. What is, which formula we will apply? The formula is root of x square minus a square dx. And what's the formula, dear? That is gonna be, okay, better write it with okay, it's gonna be x by 2 root nathalla adepole thanne, which is x square minus a square. Yeah, then a in enda, it's gonna be, yeah, minus, so it will be minus a square by 2, and with a log you have x plus root of x square minus a square, dear. That's it, plus c. This is your formula. In this particular formula, you need to put it in order to get the answer. So what do you get it? That is equal to x plus 2 the whole square, no, not whole square, by 2, sorry, then you have root of the whole thing. Into root, root question x square plus 4x plus 1. Why I am writing this one, dear? Because this root this is the one, so I am just writing the same thing. Fine. Then what do you have? minus a is what? Root 3. Upper root 3 the whole square by 2. Then you have what? You have log namala modulus nathu, and then x here is x plus 2. Okay, then you have what? Plus namala root nathu edakkunne endha root nathu the same as in the question dear, x square plus 4x plus 1 plus c, which if you want to write, you can write it as x plus 2 the whole square by 2, or x plus 2 by 2, then x plus 2 by 2 root of your x square plus 4x plus 1 and right, then minus you have 3 by 2 log, ഇതെല്ലാം ഒരുമിച്ചാണ് കേട്ടോ, ഇതെല്ലാം ഒരുമിച്ചാണ്, log, then as like what I have written here dear, this is the formula. പക്ഷേ ഞാൻ അവിടെ കുറച്ച് സ്ഥലമില്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ട് I just wrote it here dear, but in fact here I think like this is done. X plus 2 plus root of x square plus 4x plus 1 plus c. This is going to be my answer for my fourth question dear. Move on to the fifth one then. On to fifth question dear. Integrate root of 1 minus 4x minus x square dx. This looks a little different from the other question, right? What is the difference here is nothing but namala x square akka minus lo to boy. Okay, but don't worry about it. We will start doing it. 1 adhe pole kadakate. Okay, let 1 be there. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to take minus outside, and can I write like this, x square plus 4x dx dear? Yeah, that's the one. And over here make it perfect. Square enakum 1 minus, this is going to be x square plus 4 in the half, adinde about 2, our 2 in the square 4, about 4x plus 4 minus 4 is also there dear. Okay, yeah, dx. Fine. Now what I need to do now, 1 minus, ഇവിടെ നമുക്ക് ഈ minus 4 ആവശ്യമുണ്ടോ? ഇല്ലല്ലോ, I can take it out. So this one along with this negative sign, minus already here dear, so minus and minus plus, അപ്പോൾ plus 4 ഇവിടെ വരും. Okay, minus this whole thing here again, 4 dx. Okay, that's it. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ അത് കഴിഞ്ഞു. That is equal to root of, this is gonna be 5 minus x square plus, ഞാൻ എല്ലാ സ്റ്റെപ്പും എഴുതുകയാണ് കേട്ടോ, I don't want you to get confused, that's why. Okay, then one more we will write there. Then according, or what I should need to get in the formula dear, in that way if I write it, this is gonna be root 5 the whole square, which is a square, minus this whole thing I can write it as namala x plus 2 the whole square dx dear, isn't it? Yes, so that's done. Now on to our formula. We know the formula dear. What is the formula here? The formula says if we're gonna integrate root a square minus x square, okay, a square minus x square, and as I have told you this is x plus 2, so adu full x ആയിട്ട് തന്നെ എടുത്താൽ മതി. dx ആണെങ്കിൽ എന്താണ് നമ്മുടെ formula? This is a square, be careful with, this is x square by 2 അകത്ത റൂട്ട് എല്ലാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ കിടക്കുന്ന റൂട്ട് എല്ലാം as same as it is, right? And then what do you have here? Plus, because this a is plus, then a square by 2, then you have sine inverse. Why? Because a adya and x by a dear, plus c, that's it. Okay, so which implies this is my formula. So this one, what I can write, this is equal to, what is my answer in fact? X and the x plus 2 by 2. Okay, that's done. Then you have root of, root namala question 1 minus 4x minus x square, എന്തുകൊണ്ടാ ഇത് മുകളിലോട്ട് പോയി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ you will get the question dear. Why I need to write such a thing? This one, then you have plus a square, a is what? Your root 5, so root 5 the whole square by 2, you got sine inverse, yeah, and your x plus 2 by root 5 plus c, that's it. And what you will get here, x plus 2 by 2, then root of 1 minus 4x minus x square. Then you have here this one would be 5 by 2 itself, then sine inverse, you got to see x plus 2 by root 5 here, and then plus c here. This is going to be my answer for my 5th question, that's it. Okay, moving on to the 6th one then. On to 6th question dear. Integrate root of x square plus 4x minus 5 dx. അപ്പോൾ ഇനി ഒരു കാര്യം കൂടി ഞാൻ പറയാനുള്ളത്, നമ്മൾ ഇതിൻ്റെ മുമ്പത്തെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസിലെല്ലാം ഒന്ന് ഇൻറ്റഗ്രേറ്റ് ലൈക്ക് 1 by root of എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി പറ്റും കേട്ടോ. What is the difference between this exercise and the other one is, this one just have a root dear. അങ്ങനെ ആവുമ്പോൾ ഇരിക്കുമ്പോഴാണ് നമുക്ക് ഈ ഫോർമുലാസ് ഒക്കെ നമ്മൾ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Fine, you must need to think, or you must need to keep that one in your mind. Okay, in that case over here when you check this question dear, this is not perfect square alla namakku. Okay, perfect square aanonu pettannu namukku ingane check cheyanam vechal idinte pagadinte square ivide kadakkunnu ennu nokkanam. Half of the middle term you take it dear and then square it. If it is there, then that's a perfect square. In this case it's not, so in order to make that one, what I will do is I'm gonna write x square and then I will write this one too. Okay, because I want that second term, man. The second terms അല്ലെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് second term ന്റെ നമുക്ക് 1 by 2 എടുക്കണം. Okay, you need to take the 1 by half of the second term and then square it. So half of the second term is what, or the middle term is what, 4x. 4x half is 2 square, which is 4. So in fact 2 square, that is 4, right? That is what you need to do. If you add a 4 here, you need to subtract a 4, right? That's what the technique is. That is what I'm telling you for these questions dear, what we have done earlier. I think two questions what we did was of same type. So make sure that you keep this one in your mind. Okay, what should you need to do when you get a question like this? So, and then what? These ones you can write as a plus b the whole square, which is x plus 2 the whole square. And here I will get 9 dear. 9, in fact in the next step I can write it as what? As 3 square, right? Onto a formula. Now which formula you will use? Integrate root of x square minus a square dx. X square minus a square. Okay, it is not a square. A square minus x square വരുമാണ് sine inverse. This one, what's the formula? X by 2. Anyway x by 2 is gonna come, right? എന്നിട്ട് ഇതും വരും, root of എന്താണോ questionൽ, the same thing will come here, right? These two are, every single formula you have this thing, right? And then you have a is minus, so it will be minus a square by 2. Follow the sign of a here. Okay, then you have log x plus root of, what is in the root, x square minus a square plus c dear. This is my formula, which I'm gonna just substitute the value and get the answer dear, which implies this is gonna give me, what is x? X here is x plus 2 and then by 2, yeah, then root of this thing, that means this question itself, which is root of x square minus, no, plus 4x minus 5, yes, I wrote there, and this one minus a square, what is a? 3, that is 9. So 9 by 2 log, then you have x is what? X plus 2 plus what? Your root, which is again the question dear, which is root of x square plus 4x minus 5. Yeah, this is gonna be my answer dear. And in fact if I write it correctly over here dear, now this one, in this step if you want you can write it like 3 the whole square and all, then you can reduce it, okay, to, and then you can just write it as 9. Just keep following the formulas dear, that's it. And your final answer is the same thing, only I'm just gonna write it again, that's it, a little more clearly. Root of x square plus 4x minus 5, yeah, then you have 9 by 2, then log, you got x plus 2, yeah, and then you have your root, which is your question, which is x square plus 4x minus 5, dear. So this is what my answer for my 6th question. Fine, move on to the 7th one then. On to 7th question, dear. Integrate root of 1 plus 3x minus x square dx. Evada x square edakkunne? Agathu onto the right side here with a negative sign. So when I have, or students get confused in that in these areas, dear, where you see your x square is having a negative, and if you write it now, there are different ways in which students write this question. Like some of them used to write it like x square plus 3x plus 1 dx, and just get confused like what to do, like there is a negative and then get confused. So what I will recommend is that don't write this step, dear. Okay, from here what you do is that you just write the number what is given there, 1 there itself, but from here you can take out, like this is a negative sign here in the question with the x square, right? If it is so, then take negative outside. But negative what I will get there, minus 3x plus x square dx. Just think over it. If you multiply inside, you are gonna get back your question, dear, which I really don't want to make it right like this, dear. I just want you to change a little more, like 1 minus, you need to think like this, x square minus 3x, so that I can add some number right now, so to make this one perfect square, because as you know that 1 is already there, but I need to get a perfect square here. In order to do that, what I have told you, number second term in the half, okay, half of the coefficient of that x, then square it. So what you will get, this half is what, 3 by 2 adinda whole square is what you need to do. But you can't just stop here, dear, because this you added it, you also need to subtract it, right? You also need to subtract this one, and all these things are inside the bracket, dear. Fine, okay, then again your root with 1 outside, but this time something else is coming out from the root, because I just want only these terms, I don't want this, so I'm gonna take it out with what, with this negative coming out will be positive, dear. So this is gonna be 9 by 4 minus, now this thing bracket remains as same it is with only these 3 terms, okay, by 2 the whole square. So doesn't it look like a square minus 2ab plus b square? Yeah, this one is like that. That is the reason why I am doing this one, right, here to get this. So what I can write here, I can write this one as simplified as, I can simplify this one as 4 there, 4 plus 9 is 13, 13 by 4, yes, minus, and this one it is x minus 3, because it is a minus 2ab plus b square, so it's gonna be x minus 3 by 2 the whole square, right? Yeah, perfect. I missed somewhere this dx, somewhere around here, and I just not bother to look where it is. Fine, so this is what exactly, but it didn't reach exactly where I need to start off with my formula, but it is very near to. Why right now this one I just need to make it as a perfect or a square. How to make that one? 13 by 2 the whole square, adana namala a, that is my a now, okay, minus this one as same as it is, which is 1 minus 3 by 2 the whole square, yes. So this is where we will start off with our formula. Okay, let this one be here. What is the formula, dear? Which one you will use? Root of, this is a square minus, this is gonna be your x square, yeah, x square, yes. And what is the formula? Or that is, when there is a square minus x square, as I have told you, there will be sign inverse. So x by 2, whatever is there in the root will come as same as it is, okay. Then you have a is positive, so it will be plus a square by 2, okay. Then you have what? Here you don't have log, but you have sine inverse, because a square minus x square. Sine inverse what? x by a, dear. X by a plus c. So that's my formula, where I will start to substitute these values, and what I will get ultimately is, so with this one, what I will get here, that's equal to x, which is this, which is x minus 3 by 2 by 2, yeah, then your root is what, your question as usual, 1 plus 3x minus x square, right? Yes, yeah, plus you got a here, a and your 13, root 13 by 2 the whole square by 2, dear, right? Then you have sine inverse, the same thing, which is x minus 3 by 2 by, what is your a, which is root 13 by 2 plus c, dear. Now simplifying this further, what I will get here, 2x minus 3 by 2 by 2, step into root of 1 plus 3x minus x square. What I have here is 13 by 4, yeah, 13 by 4 by 2. As I need to write it here, I will start on the next step, I will write for this one too. Sine inverse, ivideyum adeypole endu kittum, 2x minus 3 by 2 by root 13 by 2. Actually you can cancel 2 and 2 here itself, dear. And what I will get here is, this in fact is by 1, so you need to take the reciprocal, and what you get here is 2x minus 3 by 4 on the kittum. Okay, then you have your root 1 plus 3x minus x square, yeah, then you have here this one too by 1, it's yeah, it's 13, right? 13 by 8 sine inverse, got to see here what, yeah, either in a cancel then what, 2x minus 3 by root 13, dear, that's it, plus c. So this is what my answer for my 7th question. Then move on to the 8th one then. On to 8th question, dear. Integrate root of x square plus 3x dx, dear. But terms, you have very less terms, only 2 terms, but you know what to do, dear. You need to make this as a perfect square. In order to do that, what you need to do? You need to take the coefficient of x, make half of it and then square it. So half of 3 and then square it. Square it. If you are doing it so, you also need to subtract with the same number. This is the same thing. Yes, dx, dear. That is equal to, inside the root, this one perfect for what? A plus b the whole square. So x plus 3 by 2 the whole square. This one is minus 3 by 2 the whole square. Yes, so I have to now get into my formula, dear, that's it, and write my formula and just go ahead with it and writing the answer. So you know that integration of, this is my formula what I am writing, okay, integration, okay, important formula, integration root of x square minus a square dx. What is my formula, dear? This is x by 2. Root in the which is x square minus a square, the same as what is given there. Then a in the sign, which is minus a square by 2, then log, then you have got x plus, what is there inside the root, the same thing, which is x square minus a square plus c. ഇങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ഈ ഫോർമുല പഠിച്ചു വെച്ചിട്ട് നമ്മൾ മനസ്സിലുണ്ടെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ just substituting it എന്ത് രസമായിരുന്നല്ലേ, ഇൻറ്റഗ്രേറ്റ് ഒന്നും ചെയ്യേണ്ട, വെറുതെ അങ്ങ് എഴുതി വെക്കുക. That's it, that would be your answer. And if I start to substitute, what will be here? It will is x, dear, x is this one, this is x, this is a, so x plus 3 by 2, yeah, by 2, then root of this one is your question, which is x square plus 3x, then you got minus a square, which is again 3 by 2 the whole square, by you got a 2, then log, and the x is x plus 3 by 2, then you got plus your root thing, which is again the question, which is x square plus 3x plus c. That's it. Yeah. So in effect, if I want to simplify this one a bit further, what I will write? Idina 2x plus 3 by 2 and 2 multiply straightforward. I can write it 4, dear. No issues. And then you have your root with x square plus 3x minus, you got here 9 by 4, and which when multiply with this one will be 9 by 8. Isn't it? 9 by 4 into 2 is 8. 9 by 8 log. This one, if you want to simplify, you can simplify, or else simply write it, dear. X plus 3 by 2 plus root x square plus 3x plus c. That's it. This is the answer for my 8th question, dear. Move on to the 9th one then. On to 9th question, dear. Integrate root of 1 plus x square by 9 dx. Now, this question, palorum pala reedhil vicharikam. Like the problem here is that, okay, this is a problem, okay, which I won't suggest or don't tell you to do so. But some students may think that, why can't I write like this? 1 square evident. Yes, this is my a square. Then plus these two things together, you can write then the whole square dx, dear. Okay, if you do it so, no issues. But you need to substitute for t, and then you need to do it, because as I have told you, this is not addition or subtraction over here with x, dear. This is division, or if you do multiplication, you need to do in that way, in the differentiated, and then that. So otherwise, the best method what I would recommend you to do is, now take the common, dear, or 9 would be the LCM, right? So 9 plus x square, multiply x square. Now what I will get from here, this one would be 9 plus x square by 3 because root in it went outside the root, dear. So 1 by 3 is outside, and then what you will get? 9 plus x square dx. This is in fact 3 square plus x square dx. Now just move on to our formula, dear. That's it. Just get the formula proper and then just substitute the value. That's it. And your 1 by 3 is going to be there. So what is the formula, or which formula you will apply here? This is going to be a square minus, no, plus. This is going to be a square plus x square. That means x square plus a square. This is nothing but x square plus a square. Okay, that's the same thing here. That you know. Okay, what is the formula here, dear? Okay, because maybe like it will go, I need to come down and write. So that's why I will write the formula here. So if it anyway, it's the same formula, dear. What is the formula? That is x by 2. Then what do you have? Root which is x square plus a square, right? Then what else you have after this? A positive a square by 2. Then you have a log x plus your root again, which is x square plus a square, then plus c. Yeah, that is my formula, dear, which I will use it over here. And thus what I will get? 1 by 3 outside. Yes, and this one is gonna be x is x itself, x by 2. Then you have a root, where what is the question, dear? This one, which is gonna be like 1 plus x square by 9. Yeah, okay, so that's the one. And then you have anything? This is not gonna be the same question over there, because this is what I will be putting inside, dear. Okay, this is what I will be putting inside. Just make a note of this one. Okay, here if you go back and put what is over there, it will be wrong, because we have changed that question something like this, where I took 1 by 2 out, 1 by 3 outside, and this is what I have right now. So if I'm taking back my question as I usually used to do, then that is wrong. Just be very careful with this. Okay, that is wrong. So that is equal to 1 by 3 and then x again, x by 2, yeah, because that is x by 2 and you don't have anything else here. Then in the bracket you will take what, this one, which is you can write it like this, x square plus 9, yeah, then plus you have a square is what, this is your a, okay, a which is 3, that square is 9 by 2, then you got log, inside x is x itself plus inside root x square plus 9 plus c dear. And what else I can do here, and I can multiply the 3 inside and I can write x by 6 root of x square plus 9 plus this could be cancelled and you will get 3 by 2 log x plus root of x square plus 9 plus c dear. This is gonna be my answer for my 9th question. Move on to the 10th one then. On to the 10th question dear. Integrate root of 1 plus x square dx is equal to, you have 4 options. Now as I just want to correct you one thing, there are 11 questions, you're not 10, okay, sorry. I just thought at first when I started doing it, I couldn't see that question, or I didn't notice that one. That's why I told you at the first place it was 10 questions, but it is 11 questions there. Okay, then no problem. If it is 12 also, 13 also, we will do it, right? So 10th question, integrate. This is what we need to do it. As you know, 1 plus x square dx. And the formula is pretty important here. Once you have that, just apply it. Formula, you need to know it. Which formula you will see? You will be seeing a square plus x square, or in fact I had told you, you can, when it is plus there, you can think of x square plus a square. X square plus a square. And what is it? Integration of x square plus ax is, as you know, this is x by 2, right? X by 2, and again what is there in the root, it will come, then a sign which is plus here, so it's plus a square by 2, then you got log x plus root of what is there inside the root, which is x square plus a square plus c. This is what my formula is there. So in that way, from first, a is what here, 1. So over here it will be 1 and here it will be 1. So it looks like the first itself is the answer here, 1 square, yeah. So this is the answer for my 10th question, the first one. If you just start to compare with this formula dear, it's gonna be the same. Yeah, it is same in fact, yeah. So moving on to the last question, which is 11th question dear. On to 11th question dear. Integrate root of x square minus 8x plus 7 dx equal to. Here are 4 options dear. In the question, integral x square minus 8x, ഇത് ഓപ്ഷണൽ അല്ലേ, അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഫുൾ സ്റ്റെപ്പ് എഴുതണ്ട, എന്നാലും നമുക്ക് ചെയ്തു നോക്കാം. How could we change this one into that formula dear which we want? നമ്മൾ പെർഫെക്റ്റ് സ്ക്വയർ ആക്കണം. 8.5 which is 4, അതിൻ്റെ square which is 16, or you can write 4 square, then 7 is there itself, then minus 16. So which implies, or which gives you, these ones are gonna give me x minus 4 the whole square, because അതിനാണല്ലോ നമ്മൾ ഇങ്ങനെ എഴുതുന്നത്, right? And this one is gonna give me 9, yes, dx. It's not hard. I thought it may be, okay, 3 square. Fine. Now on to your formula dear. Which formula you will use? Root of x square minus a square. X square minus a square. Okay, log varnadu. Okay, in this formula, which one will suit? The first one, this must be negative. Okay, a is negative, so this must be negative. So there is no negative here, so that is ejected. There is no negative here, so that is ejected. There is negative here dear, and that negative is what? A square. Like you know the formula, right dear? That is x by 2. Enitenda namala log namala root adepole thaneyana. Then you got to see the sign of a, which is negative, and a square by 2, and this is where, and then log. So I think D dear, yeah, D, because this is like 3 root 2. No, and not that one, dear, because it should be a square by 2, which is 3 square by 2, which is 9 by 2. So D is gonna be the answer for your final question, dear, the 11th one. Okay, it's easy. So guys, that was our exercise 7.7. Appo ella questions manasilayanu thonu. It's not hard, dear. Just go ahead and just do practice the questions, dear. And also I have all the integration previous year question paper. Do go and watch that. That's an 8-hour question paper which I exclusively made for you guys, dear. Just go and watch that, because that is gonna be very handy, dear. Once you practice all the previous year question papers, so your exam is definitely gonna be easy. So so make sure that you practice those questions which is there in the textbook, and just not seeing doesn't work, dear. Just you need to take a pen and a paper and then you need to start working on. Okay, this is what I can say from my side. Okay, now stay tuned with my channel, dear. This is Arun here. See you on the next section. Bye. Take care.